For real. I'm sorry, I had to.
It's a nervous bubble gut.
Oh gosh. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the THEYSELF Girl Chat. I'm so excited to be here with my lovely friend JC.
Hello.
Or honestly, I'm seriously so happy to have you here because you honestly, since the first day I met you, like you are such a strong, bold, outgoing, independent woman. And me and Tyler have had these conversations like, yo, she's a hard worker. And I love when I can relate to other women on that like aspect too. And you're young too. And so like I was like, yo, like I need to have JC on this podcast just to talk and chill, dude.
I'm honored.
But I had to say that. I had to get that out there. But
I appreciate it.
you know, let's take a little bite of this.
Yeah, I kind of just like already started eating.
You were in there just like okay, so guys, we have Indian food today. Indian food is so amazing. I first tried Indian food like a few months ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, and from TikTok. Have you seen that on TikTok? Like
No.
the trend, like Indian food and stuff. So I'm like, I need to try Indian food.
I love it. No,
When did you
this is
first
so
try
good.
Indian food?
So when I was in college in Idaho, there was this really good Indian spot, and we used to like go treat ourselves like every Saturday. We're like, ooh, let's drive a half hour to go eat good food.
I love
And
that.
one of them was an Indian restaurant, so good.
Wait, did you go to college in a small town? You said Idaho, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you went
But
to Idaho.
it's not really like a small town.
Is it a college town?
Yeah, it's a college town.
Ooh, how was that? Did you party? Were you a partier? Or no, were you a partier or no? Or were you like to
no,
yourself?
no.
Really? I love that.
I had like my friend group,
Yeah.
but that was about it.
Really?
Yeah, like we went to dances and stuff. I was very like I'm kind of like myself now, you know, just like very like social and everything.
But you kind of stick to yourself and
yeah.
do your own thing. Did you?
Exactly.
Okay, so before we like get into the podcast and stuff, kind of like introduce yourself. Like, what do you do? And then we can go from there.
Okay, cool. My name is JC Shakespeare. I am a mom to like the sweetest little boy ever. He's so cute. I might be biased, but like he's literally so cute.
Is. So cute.
I'm a wedding photographer here in Sioux Falls. And then I also do creative portraits as well.
I was about to say, you better say that, girl.
I love creative portraits so much. So they just like, I don't know. They give me the opportunity to just like be creative with like the content I create and just setting up like different styled shoots and everything. Like that's like my baby.
Yeah.
It's my baby. And like, even if like for right now, like I'm not booking a ton of them, it's literally like dope stuff that I'm able to create.
Yeah.
And it really makes me happy. That's like what's getting me through
Hard
life.
times. Yeah, when you go through hard times, because
For real.
let's be honest, everyone be going through ups and downs and stuff. No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love the way you create and stuff. And so you went to school for teaching. It's cool though.
Funny
like
story.
like you went to school for teaching. And I think when I first met you, you were still teaching.
I was student teaching, yeah.
Yeah. Were you at like an elementary?
So
or?
yeah, so I went to school
First
for
of all, how'd you deal with those kids? I'm sorry. But like, yeah, I was a daycare teacher for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I'm like, I
bless
love
you.
my
God
own
bless
kids,
you.
but like teaching other kids, that's hard.
Yeah.
And for how much like they get paid, like, no, I feel like teachers need more money for
Definitely
sure.
not.
Like,
I mean, for me.
yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So, excuse me.
Yeah.
Basically, what had happened is I did my student teaching beginning of last year.
Oh, okay. That wasn't long ago.
Which, like, it seems like a lifetime away.
Dang, it's only been a year since I've known you.
So, like, last January, I started my student teaching. I finished in April, around this time. Yeah. And it was just, I don't know, the experience of, like, being in the classroom as opposed to just, like, taking your college courses is completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different.
Oh,
and
I'm
so
sure.
I went to school in Idaho, graduated with my associates, and then I transferred to an online school. And then that's how I like wrapped up my bachelor's degree, excuse me. And then like with that, I would have to go in like every semester and like go into like different classrooms and stuff, but like even that experience was completely different than my student teaching experience. And then like being in,
you're not hands-on at first, right? That's what I don't that's what I don't get about college and stuff. Sorry for interrupting, but that's one thing because like for instance, we had an intern here before, and she was saying how she has learned so much more from just interning with us than going to college for marketing.
That's wild.
I'm like, what?
That's
like
wild.
I don't think that, like, what? Like, y'all need to change something up in there. That's just me.
And
I'm like, I'm being honest.
No, if you think about it though, like, and that's where it kind of like plays into like the whole, oh, you need to go get a college education. Like in today's society, I'm gonna get so much crap for this. I'm gonna get so much crap for this. But like for real, I do not think it's necessary.
No, especially if you know exactly what you want to do.
Exactly. If you have a level head and you know exactly what you want to do, I don't think it's necessary. Obviously, there's circumstances where like, yes,
for like
it
being
is.
a nurse or a teacher.
Exactly. But like, I don't know. I don't regret getting my degree at all, because like that gave me a ton of experiences. Like I loved my kids to death. I loved them so much. But there was also days where I would come home and I would be exhausted. It's mentally taxing, it's physically taxing, and it's like, we owe our teachers so much. We owe them so much.
And I feel like they don't get enough credit and stuff. Like, I'm like, dang, like they have to come up with their own teaching at the, right?
The
like,
lesson plans, everything. Everything.
Like, they have to do that themselves, right? Like, it's not where you go to the principal and you're like, you know, I don't really know. That's crazy.
Like, they have an outline, but like, it's all you.
And you got to buy your own stuff.
Oh my gosh, that's the thing. That's the thing. I was a student teacher, and these kids were going without, and I was like, not on my watch. No.
Like, I'll go get it then.
For real. And I'm just like, imagine being a teacher for these umpteen like 20 years doing this. Like, it's exhausting. And so after I graduated, I was just like, I really can't do this. Like,
how did you get into photography then? Because that's like complete opposite. Like, photography is like creative in the creative field. I mean, teachers are creative too. Like, you have to be creative to like, you know, honestly, I feel like everyone is a creative person. But anyway, how did you like go from that end to like that end? Like, that's dope.
So 4 years ago, my husband at the time, he had a really nice camera, and he was like, hey, here's this camera, I never use it. And I was like, I'm just gonna teach myself.
That's amazing.
I watched YouTube videos. I learned from other photographers. I'm self-taught 100%. Wow. I didn't go to school for this.
And she's amazing, guys. So amazing.
And it's like, it's really cool to like reflect on like the stuff I'm creating now and compare that to when I first started. And I'm like, wow.
It's the growth.
I'm not like saying like I made it, but it's cool to see my work, because I'm like, I created both of these things, and look how much it's improved.
And I want you, it's okay to have pride too in that too.
Sure,
that's, you know, like don't ever feel bad.
It's pretty dope.
I'm like, do not feel bad, because pride actually keeps you going. I mean, to a certain extent, like you can't be extreme, you know, like you got to be grounded as well, you know, but to have pride and stuff, like that's gonna keep you going. And I know that's what keeps me going and stuff, is like when you see that accomplishment, you like, oh, come on, like, again, or even better, or you know.
And the wild thing is, like, it was never supposed to be like a full-time job ever.
Really? Yeah.
It was just at the time, and I still do.
Yeah.
I work at Delta. Yeah. And it was supposed to be just like this thing I could do on the side.
Oh, yeah.
And it's turned into like this full-time thing. Like, I'm doing it and it's bringing me so much joy.
Yeah.
It's bringing me so much more joy than like if I had a career in teaching.
Yeah, because you're bringing, like we were talking about earlier, you're bringing your teaching into photography.
Yes. And that's the wild
See, you
thing.
can do anything you want, guys.
Literally,
but talk a little bit about that, though. Because, like, usually photographers are just photographers. Like, you are bringing in, like, teaching, you know, workshops and stuff like that. So, like, kind of explain, like, did you just come up with that? Like, were you just like, yo,
so I had last November, I launched my first product.
Yes, I remember. That's dope. Heck yeah.
My first product, and it was, and I still have it. It's posing prompts, different posing prompts for photographers to use. And I always knew I wanted to, like, incorporate some educational aspect into my business. Whether it be mentoring or workshops or different things like that. And so I knew I wanted to do it, but like at the beginning of this year, I'm like, okay, I need to just like stop talking about it and just do it and just do it. And so I've been working like really hard behind the scenes of like revamping the posing prompts, the new like the new drop, the new launch of posing prompts.
That's
whatever.
amazing.
But then just like figuring out different ways that like I can use my education degree and help teach other photographers, and maybe not even photographers, different creatives.
I like that. Yeah. So you're not just like niching it just to one. You're like, no, I can help, this set of people and that. I think that's beautiful. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. God, I had a question too, what I was going to say. What was I going to say? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I know.
Mom brain.
Oh, speaking of moms, so you are a mommy. And okay, guys, so this last Sunday, JC did an amazing creative photo shoot and had like 7 of us women involved. There was a lot of women. There was a lot of women there, and it was
so dope, you guys. It was so dope.
Yo, like I swear, I was telling her, I went home and I was like, I did not want to leave. Like I felt so alive, like being there, and just I think all of us like are all bosses in our own way, and it was really cool to see a whole bunch of women, and for you to bring that together, for you to bring women together and not feel, because I feel like too sometimes women can struggle, with that competitiveness. Is that how I say it? Yeah.
Competitiveness.
Yeah, there you go.
Question mark.
And
This is just us.
We just laugh. Okay. Anyway, and so to see that, like, you're just so open just to helping others and like give value is such a beautiful thing. Like, so last Sunday, what my point was, you had Javi there, and it was so cool to see you like being a mom, working, and I know sometimes that can be a struggle, but you did that very, very well, because I'd be like, Raiden, get your ass in the room now and don't come out. Like, you were so patient, and I love that.
My thing is like, so on Sunday I had 2. So I had a bridal shoot before our shoot that we did
all day.
And so I had Javi.
Yeah.
But in that moment, like I'm shooting and everything, literally my vendors who are contributing to this project are watching my son.
Yeah.
They're playing with my son. And it was just like, it was a reflective moment for me, because I was like, this is the term of it takes a village.
It really does. It really does. Yep. You
like,
cannot. Sorry. Yeah.
No. Continue, because I'm like, like being a mom too. Like it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And especially too when you don't have your family here. I think. Do you have your family?
No,
here?
Okay.
You're
Well,
like
I have my parents, but they're like 2.5 hours away.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not like I can just drop them off at grandma's real quick.
Right.
I wish I could sometimes.
Okay.
Right?
So they're only 2.5 hours then.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but like in the same city, I know how hard that can be. Just like not having family, or a lot of people to lean on. It can be hard, and stuff like that. But no, I just thought that was so amazing just to see you like going, because I know owning a business and being a parent, like first off, like your business is your baby, like your second baby, like, so it's like, it's a lifestyle. And I always say that for people, like you're not just clocking in to like a 9-to-5 job, like that like business is a lifestyle. When you're not working, you're still thinking about it. And I don't know if you can relate to that, but and so it's like having 2 babies for you, huh?
Literally. And it's like I'm blessed to be able to, like, when I'm working in the studio, to be able to have Javi with me.
Yeah.
And like not have to be like, oh, sorry. Like I mean, and my clients are so understanding, like if something happens, which is amazing too. But at the same time, I'm like, no, like I want to make sure that like I'm showing professionalism and stuff like that. So
how's the food?
Oh, this is so good.
Food is.
Where'd you get it from?
Everest Indian Food. On 41st Street. On 41st Street, right across the street from like Shields and Who Hut.
Okay.
It's right next to Mattress Firm.
Shoo.
Amazing. This is my second time having them.
This is so good. I love it.
I was on an Indian food kick for like, I want to say like 2 weeks straight, but Indian food be getting expensive, like low key. Like I was spending $50, and Tyler was like, "All right, we can spend that on groceries at home. $50 every day? I don't think so."
Reel it in.
Honestly, like, when we can afford a chef, I'm getting my personal chef because I love food. Do you like, are you a foodie?
Okay, here's the thing. I love food.
Yeah.
I love to cook. I recently started stress baking, okay?
Oh, you told me about it.
Like I've been baking bread, cookies, stuff like that, but I'm not good at it at all.
I was like, teach me how to make bread.
No, absolutely not. I'm terrible at it. Cooking, I feel like I'm a little bit better at it, but like it's still like, it's whatever.
Yep.
That's
why I like going out to eat, because like, hey.
I love trying new things. And the thing is like, I'm not picky when it comes to food. And so there was a moment where I went to Jackson Hole, and the whole time I was there, I just told the waitress, I was like, what's your favorite thing? And they're like, oh, I really like this dish. I said, okay, I'll have that. Like, it's cool to like try new things and try new foods. And I don't know, I'm not picky, so I don't care.
I love that, because it goes for life too, man. Sorry guys, I'm like chewing. Oh my gosh. But that goes for life too. I just spit your way. Oh my god.
Girl, you are fine. We're eating food. We're having a good time. You're good. You're good.
But yeah, like that just tells, you know, like your lifestyle, it's fit for you, trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone. Do you ever struggle with that, like getting out of your comfort zone?
I don't think it's my comfort zone. I think it's imposter syndrome.
Yeah. Okay. So talk about that a little bit, like for imposter syndrome and stuff, because okay, so imposter syndrome is like pretty much like defining yourself in your work, and like that's like your character, but like outside of that, it's like, who am I? Would you define it like that, or is it a little bit different?
So imposter syndrome for me is
guys, my son, mom life. I'm sorry. Y'all, this is just what it is, all right? Girl chat, one-on-one.
I love it. No, imposter syndrome for me, though, is like comparing myself to others. It's like it's the comparison game. Yeah. Like, oh, no, so-and-so's doing it. I can't do that. Yeah. Because I can't do it as good as them, you know? And, like, that's not the case at all, ever. Because we all have, like, our own little touch of, like, a little sprinkle of seasoning on it, you know?
Little exactly. JC.
Exactly. And so like even that, I think that's why it took me so long, and like I toyed with the fact of like incorporating education in my business with different like workshops and products and everything like that, is because there's so many dope creators and so many dope photographers, especially here in the area, that are doing the same thing. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to look like I'm copying them. Yeah. I don't want to look like a fraud. And so
I want to say this, I don't think you've ever looked like that. I honestly like think you do your own thing, and like you're creating your own lane for yourself and stuff, which I love to see. But no, I can relate to you on that for sure. Mine's more so like sometimes I don't know, like I put myself so much into Wake that outside of it, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, who's Mona? Like, you know, so I get that way where it's like, because people see me as you know, really big into fashion, clothing brand, this self-love person, the self-awareness person. And so there's times where it's like, I feel like I can only be that. And then outside of that, I'm like, oh my gosh, or if I'm having a bad day or having a bad week or even a month, I'm like, yo, am I a fraud now because I'm feeling this way because people attach me to this person, you know? It's like a character, you know? And so sometimes it's like, that's where I'm learning, is just to like break out of that and just be like, show up as myself. It's not that I don't show up as myself, but especially in like certain situations where it's like business and stuff, it can kind of be hard, I guess, to like be authentic, but like be a business person as well. So it's like, where is that balance, you know? Like
the thing with that, like to go along with that, is like, and I never used to be this way at all, ever. But recently,
girl, say it.
Recently, since like Thanksgiving-ish, I've like checked out. I've checked out, but like it's a good checked out. It's like
you needed it.
Like I needed to set boundaries for myself. And in the beginning, that looks like turning off my message notification. So like I just wouldn't get any notifications. I wouldn't get any Instagram notifications, Facebook, nothing.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
amazing that you were able self-discipline to do that too. Even because I'd be like,
well,
am I missing out?
Like it's so draining, and like I used to be like really big into like doing reels, and I still am. I love reels.
Yeah, you're good at it too.
Like, it's so much fun, but like at the same time, I'm like, I gotta show up for me.
Yeah,
I gotta do me for a second. And so for a minute, that looked like I would post here and there on like my business page or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I had my personal JC page. Okay, I had my JC baby page, and I just started posting on that.
Yeah, I followed you yesterday.
Ooh,
I was like, what? Sorry, I was like, she has another Instagram.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
so
it's just
personal. Yeah.
That, for years, that's been like my person, like my friends, my family, college roommates, everybody's on that page, and so it's just like that. And it means probably nothing, but it's like that's like me getting my JC back.
Yeah. Oh, that's deep. Yeah,
girl,
that's deep.
There's been so much work going on.
Yeah. No, and
So,
like you're going through the process. Yeah,
exactly.
Of life.
And so like it's just just life in general is
just to be like, like I'm not, JC the photographer. I'm just myself, and my family, my friends can see me, my close friends and family. So that's beautiful, to be like you said, I'm getting myself back. I'm getting in the groove. And I think, through life, I feel like, all of us, humans go through those phases where, and I think that's just life too. Like, man, life be hard sometimes. Like, dang. But no, I feel like everyone. I feel like everyone, I don't know. But I feel like a lot of people struggle with imposter syndrome.
And
you
would be surprised to see how many people really struggle with it,
Yeah.
And
just it helps that, to know like you're not alone. I'm not alone. All these other people aren't alone.
Yo, I will tell you this. If I'm going to drop any fact on this podcast, I need y'all to listen right now.
Come on, girl, say it.
None of us know what we're actually doing.
I swear. We just think we know, right? Like
we think we know.
For real.
And we're figuring it out. And that's the beautiful thing about this is like it's a journey. We're learning. We're all learning together. We're all doing our own thing. And that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to continue and keep falling and getting back up and trying again, trying new things.
I think as long as like you don't give up on yourself. Like completely. I mean, again, like you can fall down, but like don't stay down. Like there's eventually where you have to you got to keep going. Okay, so I have a question.
I'm sorry, I'm still eating. This is so good.
No, I want to keep eating, but like when I eat, I'm like getting distracted and I don't know what you're saying. So I'm like, oh no. And then I'm like lose train of thought with it.
I got you.
But okay. Do you ever feel anxious? Are you an anxious person?
Sister.
Because it's hard to read you on that. Like I always because a lot of I know like I feel like I'm very good with reading people. I feel like you're a very hard person to read.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
And it's not in bad way. Don't think that.
No. I don't think that at all.
You're very strong-minded.
I feel like I'm very like transparent.
Really?
Like, recently, I've been feeling like I'm extremely transparent. Well, and I think that could be also the anxiety talking.
No, stop.
No. I think that in a way. I think that in a way like. It's just like this inner like battle, And so yes, I do struggle with anxiety.
Really?
But I feel like I have been really good, and something that's helped me is therapy. I love therapy.
Yeah, she was saying that. I'm so glad. Like you going, and it's amazing. That's beautiful in itself too. To be like, I feel like everyone needs therapy at least sometime in their life. Like everyone has trauma. Like everybody, no matter big or small,
Yeah, and so for me, it was like. Being in therapy has helped me to pinpoint exactly what is making me anxious and then taking care of it.
Oh, wow.
For a minute, it was like my emails. I had like 7,000 emails. I kid you not. It was like junk. It was spam. It was like, but like my important emails, I would just answer right away. But then everything was still a mess.
Yeah, I can see where that made, for real.
For a long time, it made me anxious, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something about it.
Yeah.
It's done, And so, like, obviously, it's not as easy as that, but.
Yeah, I always wondered. I was like, I wonder if JC struggles.
Yeah, I do. I do.
How do you deal with it? Like, do you tell your mind, like, for instance, like for a photo shoot, like say you're gonna go do a photo shoot, do you ever feel like pressure and anxious then? Or are you?
I used to. I used to, and a lot of that was because of poses. I didn't know.
Oh, really?
I didn't know what to do. And so me even making the
Oh,
posing
wow. I didn't
prompts,
know
that has helped me because I'm able to just like review it real quick. It's like a little cheat sheet. I'm able to review it real quick right before my session, and then I'm good.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay, yeah. So how do you deal with it? Like, how do you deal with like
So I pinpoint what is making me anxious.
Okay. I
and
guess you
then
kind
I
of already
also-
explained it, my bad.
No, you're
Okay,
good.
I'm
And then
like,
I
my
also I count my fingers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to just like center myself.
Just
I
be
count,
like, I'm here. I'm present.
Yeah, exactly. And like there have been times where it's like gotten a little bad, and so I'm just like, okay, just keep counting, just keep breathing, and then like obviously you get through it. But.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I love you. Like,
No,
you're
I'm
so
not
beautiful.
Perfect. I am not perfect.
I'm like, you're so beautiful inside and out.
Thank
And
you.
and when I say one thing too, when I meant like it's hard to read you, I just think you're a very strong individual where like
that.
you put a smile on your face when you know you
When
may
my
be going
whole
through
world is
yeah,
crumbling down.
and that's a superpower to have. All right, because you like
you.
I can cry later, but right now I gotta do business, you know, and so that's beautiful.
that.
But okay, so before we go, I have 2 questions to ask you. Okay, so the first one. Okay, I'm gonna do a deep one and then a funny one. Okay.
Deep one first.
So would you rather throw away love or money? Yeah, that's hard.
Damn.
That's hard.
To be honest, money.
Really? Okay.
I'm a lover.
Yeah, you
I'm
love
a lover.
You love a girl. I don't really know
Yes,
that.
I put my heart on my sleeve, y'all.
I love that. I love that
do.
about
like
you.
I would go to the ends of the earth for somebody. That's the thing. And so like it's to me, I'm already not a materialistic person.
Yeah.
But like to have somebody to like hold me and like tell me it's okay, or like not even in like a romantic sense, but like
just know like I got you. Yes,
it's the support, it's the stability.
I got my hubby now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
right?
But
Get
for
your
real,
man.
Get you a man or a best friend too.
For real.
That's
for
you know,
real.
I feel like best friends can hold that type of
they really
relationship as
can.
well.
They
Like
really can.
you're fighters, right?
Yes.
Like, and I think you know, outside of like marriage and stuff, if you know are married or have a boyfriend and stuff, friendships can hold that.
I'm telling you, my best friend, she's from Philadelphia.
Yeah, really.
we are swinging fists for each other.
I see. I love that.
yeah,
See,
no, I
that's
get
dope
that.
that
I
you
get
have
that.
someone where it's
Yeah.
like, she got me no matter
Ride or
what. You don't
die.
always need a man, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
right? Like,
It's nice.
right? For real, it's nice. You know, on the rainy days like today.
Oh, I know.
Like today. Okay, so, oh gosh, there's so many good ones. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, I read this so wrong. This one that I was about to ask you, this one's,
The funny one, is it another deep one?
yeah.
That's okay. We can do another deep one.
Okay, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? 3 wishes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. There's so much pressure.
I know that's deep, but that's deep. I'm just kidding.
Can we?
Can
Can I answer that in the stories later?
Okay. How about
was
this
really
one?
deep.
What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Oh, this is good. I had this conversation
'Cause
with
you're-
somebody
okay.
the other day.
Do you mind telling your age or no?
Oh, yeah. I'm 26.
Okay.
I'm 27 this year.
Okay, so yeah. So what would you tell your?
So my 18-year-old self, almost 10 years ago, I would tell them not to care what other people think.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
I was, and I still am in certain aspects,
Yeah.
a really big people pleaser.
Really, yeah.
Really big people pleaser. And I always cared what other people thought.
Yeah.
But I feel like that held me back so much. That held me back so much from like different opportunities, and even just like me thinking that I could dream big, you know? Like that really just like
other people's opinions.
like, I was just stagnant for so long. And so like the moment where I was like, yo, I am creative. I can do dope shit. Like it's just it's cool to see the growth that I've made since realizing that it doesn't matter what other people think.
Damn.
And
That's
not
big.
in a sense where like, you know what, your opinion doesn't matter. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, you know, like forget you type of situation, because it's definitely not like that.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like you can take those opinions, tailor them to yourself, and keep it pushing.
For real.
You know? It's like when you have a baby, you hear advice so much advice from everybody.
Yeah.
And so the best thing that I was taught from my grandma, she said, take a little bit of piece of advice from everybody and then do your own thing.
Exactly.
And
I
it's
love
the same in life. It's the same in life.
Yeah.
So
that is amazing.
That's what I would tell her.
That is amazing. No, that is beautiful. Yo, I loved having you on the podcast. I love you.
I love you so much.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You smell good. You smell good, by the way.
You smell good.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the girl chat here. I was about to, okay, guys, we have 2 podcasts. I was about to say people being people podcast because I'm so used to it. But I hope you enjoyed the girl chat here with me and JC. And until next time, I hope you have a good week.
Bye.
Bye. That was amazing.
That was so much fun.
See, like, oh my gosh, I love that.
That was like so much fun.
And that was just like.